Which of the following is a characteristic of oxidation reactions? A. Gain of electrons. B. Loss of electrons. C. No change in oxidation state. D. Formation of a covalent bond. The correct answer is B. Oxidation involves the loss of electrons by a molecule or atom. What is the primary purpose of redox titrations in analytical chemistry? A. To determine the concentration of oxidizing agents only. B. To determine the concentration of reducing agents only. C. To determine the concentration of both oxidizing and reducing agents. D. To neutralize the reaction mixture. The correct answer is C. Redox titrations are used to determine the concentration of both oxidizing and reducing agents in a solution. Which of the following redox titrations is commonly used for the determination of vitamin C, ascorbic acid? A. Cerimetry. B. Iodinometry. C. Bromatometry. D. Potassium iodate titration. The correct answer is B. Iodinometry is often used for the determination of ascorbic acid, vitamin C. What is the main role of a redox indicator in redox titrations? A. To provide color to the solution. B. To slow down the reaction rate. C. To indicate the endpoint of the titration. D. To act as a catalyst for the redox reaction. The correct answer is C. Redox indicators change color at the endpoint of the titration, indicating that the reaction is complete. In bromatometry, the redox titration involves the determination of which substance in a solution? A. Bromine. B. Bromide ions. C. Bromate ions. D. Bromide complexes. The correct answer is C. Bromatometry involves the determination of bromate ions in a solution. Which type of redox titration involves the use of potassium iodate as the titrant? A. Cerimetry. B. Iodinometry. C. Bromatometry. D. Permanganometry. The correct answer is B. Potassium iodate titration is a type of redox titration that uses potassium iodate as the titrant. What is the balanced chemical equation for the redox reaction in a cerimetry titration involving ferrous ions Fe2+ and cerium 4 sulfate Ca open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 2? A. Fa2++ Ca open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 2 arrow Fa open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 2 plus Ca2 open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 3. B. 2Fa2++ Ca open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 2 arrow 2Fa open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 2 plus Ca2 open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 3. C. Fa2++ Ca open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 2 arrow Fa open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 3 plus Ca2 open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 2. D. 2Fa2++ 3Ca open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 2 arrow 2Fa open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 3 plus 3Ca open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 3. The correct answer is B. The balanced chemical equation for the reaction in cerimetry titration is 2Fa2++ Ca open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 2 arrow 2Fa open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 2 plus Ca2 open parenthesis SO4 close parenthesis 3. What is the purpose of using a potentiometric titration in redox reactions? A. To measure changes in electrical potential. B. To determine the color change at the equivalence point. C. To detect the presence of a specific ion. D. To calculate the molarity of the analyte. The correct answer is A. Potentiometric titrations in redox reactions measure changes in electrical potential to determine the equivalence point. Which redox titration method involves the use of a starch indicator to detect the endpoint? A. Iodimetry. B. Bromatometry. C. Cerimetry. D. Potassium iodate titration. The correct answer is A. Iodimetry is a redox titration method that uses a starch indicator to detect the endpoint. What does the term redox stand for in redox titrations? A. Redux. B. Reduction oxidation. C. Reddening oxidizing. D. Retro-oxidizing. The correct answer is B. Redox stands for reduction oxidation in redox titrations. Which of the following is a characteristic of a redox reaction? A. Gaining electrons. B. Increasing oxidation state. C. Loss of protons. D. Decreasing magnetic moment. The correct answer is A. A characteristic of a redox reaction is gaining electrons. In cerimetry, what is the role of the cerium 4-sulfate solution during titration? A. It acts as the reducing agent. B. It reacts with the analyte to form a colored complex. C. It serves as the indicator. D. It oxidizes the analyte. The correct answer is D. In cerimetry, cerium 4-sulfate solution acts as the oxidizing agent to oxidize the analyte. What chemical reagent is commonly used in bromatometry titrations to titrate reducing agents? A. Bromine. B. Bromide ions. C. Bromate ions. D. Bromophenol blue. The correct answer is C. Bromatometry titrations commonly use bromate ions as the titrant for reducing agents. What is the primary role of a redox indicator in redox titrations? A. To indicate the endpoint of the titration. B. To form a complex with the analyte. C. To catalyze the redox reaction. D. To change color based on the pH. The correct answer is A. The primary role of a redox indicator in redox titrations is to indicate the endpoint of the titration. What is the principle behind redox titrations like cerimetry, iodimetry, bromatometry, and potassium iodate titration? A. Neutralization reactions. B. Precipitation reactions. C. Reduction-oxidation reactions. D. Complexometric reactions. The correct answer is C. Redox titrations involve reduction-oxidation reactions to determine the concentration of analytes in a solution. Which type of redox titration specifically involves the use of cerium-based solutions as titrants? A. Iodimetry. B. Bromatometry. C. Potassium iodate titration. D. Cerimetry. The correct answer is D. Cerimetry uses cerium-based solutions for redox titrations. In bromatometry, which substance is typically determined through redox titrations? A. Acidic ions. B. Alkaline ions. C. Reducing agents. D. Oxidizing agents. The correct answer is C. Bromatometry focuses on determining reducing agents in a solution through redox titrations. Which redox titration method commonly utilizes a starch indicator to mark the endpoint of the reaction? A. Cerimetry. B. Iodimetry. C. Bromatometry. D. Potassium iodate titration. The correct answer is B. Iodimetry often uses a starch indicator for detecting the endpoint of the reaction. What is the primary analyte determined in a potassium iodate titration? A. Iodide ions. B. Bromide ions. C. Chloride ions. D. Fluoride ions. The correct answer is A. Potassium iodate titrations target the determination of iodide ions as the analyte. Which redox titration technique is commonly employed for assessing the concentration of thiosulfate ions in a solution? A. Cerimetry. B. Iodimetry. C. Bromatometry. D. Potassium iodate titration. The correct answer is B. Iodimetry is often used to determine thiosulfate ion concentrations in solutions. What is the key difference between iodimetry and iodometry in redox titrations? A. The analyte being determined. B. The presence of an indicator. C. The use of iodide or iodate titrants. D. The type of electrode used. The correct answer is C. Iodimetry and iodometry differ in terms of using iodide or iodate as titrants. Cerimetry titrations commonly involve which oxidation state of cerium in the titrating solution? A. Plus 2B, plus 3C, plus 4D, plus 6. The correct answer is C. Cerimetry often utilizes cerium in the plus 4 oxidation state for titrations. What is the primary role of a redox indicator in a cerimetry titration? A. To indicate the presence of cerium ions. B. To signal the completion of the titration. C. To determine the concentration of the analyte. D. To facilitate the redox reaction. The correct answer is B. In redox titrations, the redox indicator is used to signal the completion of the titration by changing color at the endpoint. In a redox titration using potassium iodate, what is the oxidation state of iodine at the endpoint? A. Plus 1, B. Plus 3, C. Plus 5, D. Minus 1. The correct answer is C. Iodine reaches an oxidation state of plus 5 at the endpoint of a redox titration using potassium iodate. Which of the following redox titrations utilizes cerium-based solutions as titrants? A. Iodimetry. B. Bromatometry. C. Cerimetry. D. Potassium iodate titration. The correct answer is C. Cerimetry involves using cerium-based solutions as titrants in the redox titration process. In bromatometry redox titrations, what type of compounds are typically the focus of analysis in the solution? A. Reducing agents. B. Oxidizing agents. C. Acids. D. Halides. The correct answer is A. Bromatometry redox titrations primarily focus on determining the concentration of reducing agents present in the solution. What is the typical role of a redox indicator in iodimetry redox titrations? A. To indicate the presence of iodide ions. B. To mark the endpoint of the reaction. C. To titrate reducing agents. D. To determine the concentration of vitamin C. The correct answer is B. The redox indicator in iodimetry is used to mark the endpoint, signaling when the reaction is complete. What is the primary role of a cerium-based solution in cerimetry redox titrations? A. To serve as a redox indicator. B. To determine hydrogen peroxide concentration. C. To titrate reducing agents. D. To act as a titrant. The correct answer is D. Cerium-based solutions are used as titrants in cerimetry redox titrations. What happens to the oxidation state of an element during a reduction reaction? A. It decreases. B. It increases. C. It stays the same. D. It fluctuates. The correct answer is A. During a reduction reaction, the oxidation state of an element decreases as it gains electrons. Which type of redox titration involves the use of iodine as the analyte? A. Cerimetry. B. Iodimetry. C. Bromatometry. D. Potassium iodate titration. The correct answer is B. Iodimetry involves the determination of analytes using iodine and is commonly used in redox titrations. In a bromatometry redox titration, what is the purpose of using a starch indicator? A. To indicate the endpoint of the titration. B. To stabilize the titrant. C. To act as a reducing agent. D. To facilitate the reaction. The correct answer is A. A starch indicator is commonly used in bromatometry redox titrations to visually indicate the endpoint of the reaction. What is the main function of potassium iodate in redox titrations involving iodide ions? A. To act as a reducing agent. B. To stabilize the indicator. C. To oxidize iodide ions to iodine. D. To serve as the analyte. The correct answer is C. Potassium iodate is utilized in redox titrations to oxidize iodide ions to iodine for determination. Which of the following best describes a redox reaction? A. Protons are exchanged between reactants. B. Electrons are transferred between reactants. C. Neutrons are shared between reactants. D. Molecules are consumed during the reaction. The correct answer is B. Redox reactions involve the transfer of electrons between reactants, leading to changes in oxidation states. What is the main purpose of cerimetry in analytical chemistry? A. Determination of vitamin C. B. Assessment of thiosulfate ions. C. Quantification of reducing agents. D. Quantitative analysis of an analyte using a cerium-based solution. The correct answer is D. Cerimetry involves the quantitative analysis of an analyte using a cerium-based solution as the titrant. What is the primary function of a starch indicator in bromatometry redox titrations? A. To indicate the presence of cerium ions. B. To mark the endpoint of the titration. C. To determine the concentration of reducing agents. D. To quantify the oxidation state of iodine. The correct answer is B. A starch indicator is commonly used in bromatometry to visually mark the endpoint of the redox titration. What happens to the oxidation state of an element during a reduction reaction? A. It decreases. B. It increases. C. It remains the same. D. It becomes unstable. The correct answer is A. During a reduction reaction, the oxidation state of an element decreases as it gains electrons. Which type of redox titration involves the use of iodine as the analyte? A. Cerimetry. B. Iodimetry. C. Bromatometry. D. Potassium iodate titration. The correct answer is B. Iodimetry titrations focus on the determination of iodine as the analyte in the redox reaction.